Why does God get credit for good and a pass for evil? When good things happen, we are quick to thank God. We see it as a sign of divine favor, a reward for our faith and devotion. But when bad things happen, we often say that God works in mysterious ways. It's a way to make sense of the chaos and maintain our belief in a higher power. We credit God for the good, but excuse God for the bad. It's a convenient way to keep our faith intact without questioning too much. It's like a cosmic scorecard where God always comes out on top, even when the game's rigged in God's favor. This selective attribution isn't exactly fair play. It's like playing a game where the rules are always in favor of one side. We create narratives to make sense of the world, but there's no objective proof that it's the truth. Why do we do this? Why do we turn to faith and belief in times of uncertainty and joy alike? Well, believing that a benevolent being is watching over us can be comforting. It gives us a sense of security and peace, knowing that there is a higher power looking out for us. When good things happen, a new job, a healthy child, or even a small victory in our daily lives, winning the lottery, hey, a miracle's a miracle, it reinforces this belief. These moments of joy and success feel like divine rewards, affirmations that we are on the right path. It's proof that God is on our side, answering our prayers and rewarding our faith. This sense of divine intervention can be incredibly validating. This feeling of being looked after can be incredibly powerful. It can transform our outlook on life, making us feel more connected and less alone. It provides hope in times of despair, a light in the darkest of moments, reminding us that we are never truly alone. It gives us strength in times of weakness, empowering us to overcome challenges and face our fears with courage. But here's the problem. Bad things happen too. Sometimes really, really bad things. And when they do, suddenly God's not quite so directly involved. God's not to blame. God's just letting it happen. For some greater purpose, we're told. This is where the lack of accountability comes in. If God is all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-good, shouldn't God prevent suffering, or at least take responsibility for it? The problem is, if we hold God accountable for the bad, we have to question God's goodness. And that's something most believers are unwilling to do, and that's just dishonest. Special pleading. It's a logical fallacy where we apply double standards, making exceptions for our own beliefs while holding others to a different standard. When it comes to God, special pleading runs rampant. God can do no wrong, even when his actions seem contradictory or unjust. If a human dictator acted like the God of the Old Testament, unleashing plagues, demanding sacrifices, wiping out entire populations, we'd call him a tyrant. But when God does it, well, that's different. He's God, he can do whatever he wants. How convenient. Just because we can't understand God's ways doesn't mean we should blindly accept them. Challenging our beliefs, even deeply held ones, is essential for intellectual and moral growth. Questioning the status quo, demanding consistency, and holding even the Almighty to a certain standard of accountability. These are signs of a healthy, inquisitive mind. Blind faith might be comforting, but it can also blind us to uncomfortable truths, such as the likelihood that there may not be a God at all. The universe is a vast, complex, and often unforgiving place. We don't need easy answers or divine scapegoats. We need critical thinking, empathy, and a commitment to making the world a better place, regardless of whether or not a deity is watching. So, the next time you're tempted to thank God for a parking spot or blame him for a flat tire, take a moment to consider the bigger picture. The universe might not be fair, but that doesn't mean we can't strive to be. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Freethinker's Journey.